Hey there, and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's dive into today's top stories. Juventus keeping an eye on Alejandro Garnacho's situation at Manchester United. Marcus Rashford was arguably one of the worst players out on the pitch yesterday, but Garnacho was subbed off instead, almost like Ten Hag was sending out a statement to the academy graduate regarding his social media action after his substitution against Bournemouth in the last Premier League game. The Argentine was far from impressed, and fans were furious with the decision as well, with many pundits blaming the Dutchman's bizarre choices for causing the team's embarrassing capitulation. The Argentine international was shunted out to the right earlier on in the season after the manager had a falling out with Jadon Sancho, and Antony failed even after repeated attempts. Despite playing in a position which is outside his comfort zone, the FA Youth Cup winner with United has shown he can deliver under pressure and has notched 9 goals and 4 assists this season. Whether everything is alright between the pair behind the scenes remains unknown, but Calciomercato have claimed Juventus are keenly watching the 19-year-old. The report reads the following. Juventus are on the hunt for wingers for next season. Further confirmation of the probable arrival of Thiago Motta in place of Allegri Ginotolli, who, as demonstrated by the Alcaraz operation last January, is looking carefully at the English market. According to information gathered by Calciomercato.it, the Juventus football director is interested and has made some inquiries for Alejandro Garnacho of Manchester United. The English club, which recently passed into the hands of Ineos boss Ratcliffe, is also aiming to strengthen the defense. The big target is a central defender of international standing, with Juve's Bremer at the top of the list. Man United should rest Willy Kambwala for rest of the season after injury blow. Manchester United should rest Willy Kambwala for the rest of the season after his injury in the lead-up for the FA Cup semi-final against Coventry City. The 19-year-old has been a regular part of the matchday squad during the second half of the campaign, following injuries to multiple central defenders. Kambwala had a solid debut against West Ham United in December, and he recently started alongside Harry Maguire in back-to-back league games. While he was relatively good against Liverpool at Old Trafford, the youngster had a game to forget at Bournemouth, conceding a goal after a costly slip. Manager Erik ten Hag defended Kambwala after the Cherries draw, but the youngster is now on the sidelines after picking up an undefined injury. In our opinion, the club should handle the youngster with extra caution, and he should be rested for the remainder of the campaign before reporting for a preseason. The teenager is obviously not used to the higher intensity and hectic schedule of senior football. This has probably contributed to his unfortunate injury setback. We believe Kambwala should be allowed to strengthen and make a full recovery for next season, rather than risking a fresh injury with a quick return to action. Casemiro played alongside Harry Maguire at the heart of the defense against Coventry, but Ten Hag will be hoping for some good news over the coming games. Johnny Evans looks the most likely to return to training this month. Rafael Varane, Lisandro Martinez and Victor Lindelof may not be available until the back end of May. United still have plenty to play for. They have 6 more league games in the top flight and need as many points as possible to qualify for European football next season. The club will face rivals Manchester City in the FA Cup on May 25. Ten Hag could have multiple players back from injury by then, including first-choice left-back Luke Shaw. Fabrizio Romano on Man United and Tottenham interest in centre-back transfer. Transfer news expert Fabrizio Romano has provided his latest update on the situation involving Bayer Leverkusen defender Edmond Tapsoba. The 25-year-old has impressed in his time in the Bundesliga, and it would make sense for him to seal a move to a bigger club soon, with Romano admitting that there is no shortage of interest in him ahead of the summer. Speaking exclusively to Cout Offside for his latest daily briefing column, Romano named Manchester United and Tottenham as two clubs who've been monitoring Tapsoba for some time, while others seem to have been monitoring him in recent games ahead of the upcoming transfer window. Tapsoba looks like a player who could undoubtedly improve both Man United and Spurs, but it's still early days in this story, according to Romano, who says Leverkusen have not yet decided on the Burkina Faso international's asking price. He said, scouts from three top clubs were in attendance to watch Edmond Tapsoba in yesterday's game for Bayer Leverkusen away to Borussia Dortmund. The centre-back looks like he could be one to watch for this summer as he is attracting interest, though it's still early in the story. As I previously reported, Manchester United want a centre-back this summer, and they are one of the clubs who have previously looked at Tapsoba. They have been scouting Tapsoba for a long time, but they also have a long list of names, as previously mentioned, such as Jean-Claire Todibo, Antonio Silva, Gleison Bremer, and Jared Brandtwaite. Tottenham also showed an interest in Tapsoba in the past, but let's see if they enter the running again. Bayer Leverkusen have not decided a specific price yet. Man United clearly have a number of defensive options under consideration, but Tapsoba looks like he'd be up there as one of the best names on that list. Manchester United and Newcastle United make inquiries for a 29-year-old midfielder. Manchester United and Newcastle are keen on Adrien Rabiot from Juventus. According to a report from Calcio Mercato, the midfielder will be out of contract this summer and he has been linked with a free transfer away from the club. The Italian outfit are open to extending his stay at the club, but Rabiot will not sign an extension until he is given a clear picture of the club's ambition and the plans going forward. It will be interesting to see if the Italians can convince him to sign a new deal with them before the end of the season. The report adds that Manchester United and Newcastle have already initiated contacts to sign the 29-year-old on a free transfer. Signing a player of his quality for free would represent an excellent bargain, and the English clubs would do well to secure his services. Rabiot has proven his quality for club and country, and he could make an immediate impact in the Premier League. He has the physical and technical attributes to thrive in English football. It will be interesting to see how the situation develops. Manchester United must look to bring in a quality central midfielder who will add physicality and control in the middle of the park. Rabiot will add composure to their passing as well and help them control the tempo of the game. Meanwhile, Newcastle need quality and depth in the middle of the park, and signing the experienced French international could improve them immensely. Both clubs are likely to miss out on UEFA Champions League qualification next season, and it remains to be seen whether they can convince the 2022 World Cup finalist to join them. The midfielder currently earns €7 million per season at the Italian club, and he is looking for a substantial pay rise. There is no doubt that Manchester United and Newcastle have the finances to offer him a lucrative contract. 22-year-old Ace open to join the Red Devils. According to journalist Ben Jacobs, Manchester United target Michael Alaba is open to joining the club. Jacobs, in conversation with Give Me Sport, revealed that the Crystal Palace star wants to join the Premier League club. His move was approved by Man United co-owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe, making him the priority target for the Red Devils. After Ratcliffe completed the 25% purchase of the club, he took over the football operations from the Glazer family. He wants the club to enter a new era under his leadership and sign the best young talent in football. As per journalist Rudy Galetti, the Red Devils want to sign Olas as a replacement of the Brazilian star Anthony. Man United are keen to offload the former Ajax player in the summer, as he has failed to make a huge impact since his big money move. Jacobs has revealed that the Red Devils are ready to make a move for the Palace star, and Ratcliffe personally approved the idea of signing the youngster. He told Give Me Sport, I think that Michael Alaba is open to Man United, although other targets are still being determined because this Inuit-led sporting department is new. Even in January, when the transition was still taking place, Olis was being spoken of by the new regime and was actually put on a provisional list of potential targets by the old regime. There has always been a consensus at Manchester United that Olis is a name they like. The Red Devils are expected to strengthen a number of positions in the summer. Man United are looking to sign a new striker, a new centre back, and a midfielder as well, with many players facing uncertain futures at the club, including the likes of Christian Eriksen, Rafael Varane, Casemiro, and Soufiane Amrabat. The Premier League giants are expected to be busy in the market for new signings. Whether those signings will be made under the manager Erik ten Hag or not, that remains to be seen. Man United, Arsenal, and Liverpool transfer targets future is open, says Fabrizio Romano. Man United, Arsenal, and Liverpool have been linked with Real Madrid left back Ferland Mendy ahead of this summer, and Fabrizio Romano has had his say on the Frenchman's situation. Speaking exclusively to Cout Offside for his daily briefing column, Romano has discussed Mendy's future and admitted that it could be that we'll see the 28-year-old sold by Los Blancos if they sign a new left back like Alphonso Davies this summer. Mendy, however, could also still sign a new contract, according to Romano, who says the player's future looks open at the moment, while he also didn't give too much away about the links with the likes of United, Arsenal, and Liverpool. One imagines there'd be a lot of interest from top clubs if Mendy were to become available, but it's perhaps still a bit early to know for sure if that's a likely scenario, as there are so many factors involved. Real Madrid may want Davis, but it won't necessarily be an easy deal to get done, which means we may see them wait for another year until the Bayern Munich man becomes a free agent. That could mean Mendy staying for a bit longer, and the likes of United, Arsenal, and Liverpool might have moved on the other targets by then. Romano said the following: One story I have spoken about a lot here is the one involving Alphonso Davies. While there is no update to speak of on his future yet, there have been stories involving Ferland Mendy possibly leaving Real Madrid that I thought I'd clarify. L'Equipe have linked Mendy with the likes of Man United, Liverpool, and Arsenal, but my understanding is that his future is still open. He could be sold or he could even sign a contract extension. Still, Real Madrid can't enter the new season with Mendy, Ferran Garcia, and also Davis. So obviously, if they sign Davis, it's because a left back has to leave. Let's see if it's Mendy or not. Real Madrid would only sign Davis now if they sell a left back. Man United handed boost in their pursuit of 25-year-old La Liga star. Barcelona are reportedly open to selling Ronald Araujo at the end of the season. According to a report from the Spanish publication Sport, Barcelona will have to balance their books and they need to raise some funds in the summer. They will have to comply with the financial regulations and therefore they would be willing to cash in on the 25-year-old defender. The South American is highly rated across Europe, and Barcelona believe they could raise over 100 million euros for him. The 25-year-old central defender is versatile enough to operate as a fullback, and he has been linked with Manchester United in recent months. It's no secret that the Red Devils need to bring in a quality central defender, and Araujo seems like the perfect fit for them. The Uruguayan international has the quality to thrive at the highest level, and he has already shown his quality at a big club like Barcelona. The report states that the defender would be open to a move away from Barcelona as well, and he would look to secure a lucrative contract at his new club. Manchester United certainly have the finances to get the deal done, and it will be interesting to see if they submit an official offer for the player in the coming weeks. Manchester United have looked vulnerable defensively, and they will have to tighten up at the back if they want to compete for trophies next season. The South American defender knows what it takes to play for a big club, and he should prove to be the ideal fit for Manchester United. The defender is entering the peak years of his career, and he could be a key player for the Red Devils for the foreseeable future. As we wrap up today's Manchester United news, remember to stay tuned for daily updates right here on the channel. Don't miss out on the latest updates, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a like if you found this information valuable. Your support means the world to us. Thanks for watching, and until next time, peace out.